Earlier tonight, you may have caught our latest Timbers match from the archives. It was a classic PTFC's MLS Cup victory in 2015 against Columbus. Now, current Portland goalie Steve Clark was on the other side with the crew that day, and our Fox 12's Nick Krupke had a FaceTime chat with the history major from Mason, Michigan.
There's a part of me that's, you never had a moment in your career to rest, so there's a little bit of that. Obviously, balancing that with the seriousness of the issue going on in the country. So,
yeah, you don't have to do an alarm clock if you don't want to.
Yeah, my sleep score on my Whoop, my fitness tracker, is really, really good. I can promise you that. I posted like a recovery score on my story the other day, and my buddy messaged me, "What a slumber! It was 10.5 hours."
Wow.
I think my buddies most of my friends with children are like messaging me, bad things because I'm sleeping until 1 o'clock.
I'm envious of you, man. Absolutely. 2 games into his second full season with the club, Steve and his wife celebrated their 7-year anniversary this past week in the comforts of home quarantine. You owe her a rain check now.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I saved a little money on the restaurant bill, but I mean, at this point, man, I would. Although the Timbers are providing great meals, thank you to our chefs. But yeah, we best we got was a nice home cooked meal and a glass of wine. That's nice. Very grateful for the Timbers organization for being the resource that they are, as far as medical, calling, checking in, food, and anything that we need, they're really there. And I think that's and I say that as a new member of this team and kind of a new family member. It's not always like that. And so I'm grateful for the Timbers for sure.
But so many of the guys are so far away from family and from home. And how are you offering support to some of those guys that are isolated in their apartment with nobody?
Yeah, it is tough. That isolation is very difficult. I mean, I've been through it as a foreign player, never in some type of lockdown, but majority is just checking in with the guys via text and group chats. Hey, everyone okay? How you doing? And then the guys who I'm closest to, a FaceTime here or there.
So you're a history major. We're living history. So how are you processing just what we're going through now with that outlook of, and everything kind of repeats itself and the country's been through bad times before and they've made it out?
Well, I mean, I think as you mentioned, now it's kind of coming to the realization 2 weeks in that, you're going to be talking to your kids and grandkids. Oh, what was that like? And I mean, the country shut down. I mean, this is once in 100-year event from the 1918 Spanish flu, right? Hopefully it doesn't get to that proportion at all, but as far as a pandemic. So There's that sense of living, we're living through an unprecedented time. And I mean, I think that everyone's, holding out the hope that we get it back as fast as possible, but you can't help think, what if things go worse, and so that's, for me, that's why I have meditation, because I do a lot of time sitting, and that gives me a nice outlet.
From the sports office, Nick Krupke, Fox 12 Oregon.